Have you occasionally had a moment when you feel uncomfortable around someone, but you can't explain why? Maybe the things they talk about, some of their behavior, even their silence, make you feel uncomfortable about something. Let me tell you the truth. Not everyone around you has good intentions. Sometimes the signs of a person with a bad heart are right in front of your eyes, but you don't realize it. Islam teaches us that bad company can darken your soul faster than you can imagine. Green grapes standing next to blackened grapes also darken over time. That is, they rot. A friend is also like that. You ignore his bad qualities, but those bad qualities begin to reflect on you. Our Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, warned us about this as follows. The analogy of a good friend and a bad friend is like the analogy of the seller of musk and the blacksmith. The seller of musk either gives you musk or you buy it from him, or at least you get a pleasant odor. But the blacksmith will either burn your clothes or you will smell a bad odor from him. According to this parable, we will reveal 7 clear signs that can help you recognize when someone around you is harboring evil intentions and how to protect yourself in the light of the Islamic teachings. These are not just signs. They are warnings for your heart, peace of mind, and faith. Number 1. You are quick to gossip and backbite. One of the most destructive characteristics of an evil person is their habit of gossiping and backbiting. They thrive on spreading rumors, exposing other people's faults, and stirring up drama. To them, no one's dignity is sacred. Everything is fair game for their amusement. The Quran strongly condemns this behavior. And do not spy or slander one another. Would one of you like to eat his brother's flesh when he is dead? You would detest it. Surah Al-Hujurat 49:12. These people often justify their actions by saying they're just talking or telling the truth. But their words leave a trail of broken trust, damaged reputations, and broken relationships. What's worse, their gossip often encourages others to join in, creating a ripple effect of harm. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "The worst people are those who are two-faced, appearing with one face to some people and with another face to others." If you notice someone constantly speaking ill of others, take it as a warning sign. Remember, if they're comfortable gossiping about others to you, they're probably gossiping about you to others. Protect your heart by avoiding their toxic conversations and refusing to participate in their harmful actions. But their words leave a trail of broken trust, damaged reputations, and fractured relationships. What's worse, their gossip often encourages others to join in, creating a ripple effect of harm. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "The worst people are those who are two-faced, appearing with one face to some people and with another face to others." If you notice someone constantly speaking ill of others, take it as a warning sign. Remember, if they're comfortable gossiping about others to you, they're probably gossiping about you to others. Protect your heart by avoiding their toxic conversations and refusing to participate in their harmful actions. Number 2, they constantly spread negativity. One of the clearest signs of an evil person is their constant negativity. No matter how good the situation, they always find a way to criticize, complain, or bring others down. Their words carry no encouragement, no hope, just a poisonous energy that drains everyone around them. The Quran warns us about the power of words, and speak good words to people. Surah Al-Baqarah 283. But a wicked person does the opposite. They use their words to create doubt, spread fear, and damage the peace of mind of others. Instead of uplifting, they sow seeds of discontent. The more time you spend around them, the more you'll feel your own positivity and optimism slip away. These people often disguise their negativity as honesty or realism. They'll say things like, "I'm just telling it like it is," when in fact their aim is to bring others down to their level. As Muslims, we're taught to guard our hearts and not to be influenced by such behavior. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "A believer is not a fault finder and is not abusive, obscene, or coarse." If you notice someone spreading negativity, it's a warning sign to keep your distance. Protect your peace by surrounding yourself with those who encourage, inspire, and remind you of Allah. They are obsessed with control. An evil-hearted person often feels the need to control everything and everyone around them. They use manipulation, intimidation, or subtle pressure to dominate situations, leaving little room for others to express their own thoughts or make independent decisions. The Quran reminds us of the nature of such behavior. Indeed, Pharaoh exalted himself in the land and divided its people into factions and oppressed one group among them. Surah Al-Qasas 28:4. This need for control comes from insecurity. Instead of trusting others or letting things flow naturally, they impose their will on every situation. They may disguise this as helping or taking responsibility, but their real intention is to keep power in their hands. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, taught us the value of humility and consultation, even as leaders. He said, "The leader of a people is its servant." When someone's need for control crosses a line into manipulation or domination, it is a clear sign of a harmful heart. Protect yourself by recognizing these patterns and refusing to be drawn into their web of control. True strength lies in fostering mutual respect, not in imposing your will on others. 4. They manipulate others for their own benefit. An evil-hearted person often sees relationships as tools for their own benefit. They manipulate others with lies, flattery, or guilt to get what they want. To them, people aren't companions. They are resources to be exploited. The Quran warns us against such deceitful behavior. They try to deceive Allah and those who believe, but they deceive no one but themselves, but they do not realize it. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:9. Manipulative people are often charming on the surface. They'll say exactly what you want to hear and make you believe they have your best interests at heart. But over time, their true intentions become clear. They are only interested in what you can do for them, not who you are. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, described the best relationships as those based on sincerity and mutual benefit, saying, "The people most beloved of Allah are those who do the most good for others." If you notice someone constantly twisting situations or pressuring you to act against your better judgment, take it as a red flag. Protect yourself by setting boundaries and seeking relationships based on genuine care, not selfish gain. 5. They enjoy watching others fail. An evil-hearted person often takes pleasure in the struggles or failures of others. Instead of offering support or encouragement, they silently, or even openly, celebrate when someone stumbles. It's not just indifference, it's a deep-rooted envy and resentment that fuels their satisfaction. The Quran speaks of the danger of this trait. Or do they envy people because of what Allah has given them of His bounty? Surah An-Nisa 4:54. These people may not always express their feelings openly, but their behavior gives them away. Perhaps it's their lack of genuine concern when you face hardship, or the subtle smirk when things don't go their way. They may even pretend to care, only to use your struggles as gossip behind your back. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, warned us against envy, saying, "Beware of envy, for it devours good deeds like fire devours wood." If you notice someone who consistently shows a lack of empathy or secretly enjoys the misfortune of others, it's a clear sign of a harmful heart. Protect yourself by distancing yourself from such people and surrounding yourself with those who genuinely want the best for you. 6. They constantly seek to divide. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to thrive on creating division? They pit friends against each other, spread rumors within families, and stir up conflict wherever they go. It's as if their goal is to see relationships fall apart. This behavior is more than just harmful. It is destructive. The Quran warns us against this kind of behavior. And hold fast to the rope of Allah, and do not be divided. Surah Ali Imran 3:103. Evil-hearted people know that division weakens individuals and communities. By sowing discord, they create chaos and take advantage of the confusion. They may appear to be neutral observers, but their words and actions often ignite the very disputes they claim to abhor. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "Shall I not tell you what is better than fasting, prayer, and charity? It is peace between people. Disputes and bad feelings destroy what is good." If you notice someone repeatedly causing division, be careful. Protect your peace by refusing to play their games. Seek to unite people rather than allow their actions to drive wedges between relationships. Remember that those who seek unity are far more valuable than those who revel in conflict. 7. They show no remorse for their actions. As we near the end of this discussion, one of the most telling signs of an evil-hearted person becomes clear: their complete lack of remorse. No matter how much damage they cause or how many people they hurt, they refuse to acknowledge their wrongdoing. Instead of seeking forgiveness, they justify their actions or shift the blame onto others. The Quran warns us against this attitude. But those who disbelieve invent falsehoods about Allah, and most of them do not reason. Surah Al-Ma'idah 5:103. This lack of accountability is dangerous because it reveals a heart hardened by arrogance and pride. A person without remorse has no desire to change or improve. Instead, they continue on their harmful path, often dragging others down with them. Contrast this with the attitude of a believer. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, said every son of Adam commits sin, and the best of those who commit sin are those who repent. If a person refuses to admit mistakes or ask for forgiveness, this is the last straw. True strength is not in pretending to be perfect. It is in admitting that you are wrong and striving to do better. Protect yourself by distancing yourself from those who lack this humility, and instead surround yourself with those who inspire growth and integrity. Every son of Adam sins, and the best of those who sin are those who repent. If someone refuses to admit mistakes or ask for forgiveness, this is a red flag. Real strength is not pretending to be perfect. It is admitting that you are wrong and striving to do better. Protect yourself by distancing yourself from people who lack this humility, and instead surround yourself with those who inspire growth and integrity. In conclusion, it is important to remember that recognizing these signs is not only about protecting ourselves from others, but also about reflecting on our own behavior. None of us are perfect, and it is possible that some of these traits exist within us. But this is the beauty of Islam. Allah's mercy is infinite, and it is never too late to change. The Quran reminds us, say, "O my servants who have transgressed against themselves by sinning, do not despair of the mercy of Allah, for Allah forgives all sins. Surely He is the forgiving, the merciful." Surah Al-Zumar 39:53. If you recognize any of these traits in yourself, use it as an opportunity to turn to Allah. Acknowledge your mistakes, ask His forgiveness, and strive to be better. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "The best of those who sin are those who repent." And if you are heartbroken by someone who has these signs, put your trust in Allah. Protect yourself, seek peace, and remember that justice is ultimately His. No evil goes unpunished and no good deed goes unrequited. Now take a moment and say the following prayer. "O Allah, cleanse my heart, protect me from harm, and guide me to be the best version of myself." If this message touched your heart, share this prayer in the comments. "O Allah, purify my heart." Your comment may inspire someone else to think and make a change. And before you go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It costs nothing, but it will help us continue to spread these reminders and reach more hearts. Jazakallahu khair for being part of this journey, and may Allah guide us all on the path of righteousness.